chapters into a story of passion and grace. Skating is about pushing your limits, the excitement of chasing a dream, and the beauty in every graceful moment. It brings us together. It's a universal language. It inspires hope, sparks creativity, and gives us moments that leave us in awe. This week, we celebrate the future of skating. This is where the future generation of champions emerge, and where the ice becomes a stage for greatness. Welcome to Hungary. Welcome to Debrecen. Welcome to the ISU World Junior Figure Skating Championships.
Welcome everyone to the 2025 ISU Junior World Figure Skating Championships in Debrecen, Hungary, as we fly over the host arena. Well, so far, this event has been absolutely spectacular. As we look at the Phoenix Arena in Debrecen, day number 3, we will start with the Junior Pairs short program. That'll be followed by the men's medal event, the free. And that will be so exciting, such a close competition. Welcome live inside the Phoenix Arena in Debrecen. I'm your host, Ted Barton. We've got another full day of fabulous skating in juniors. It's extraordinary. I'm not just saying this to be nice or to be sensational, but what we saw yesterday was the very best of junior skating I have ever seen in my career on display. Particularly in the women's event, so many good skaters who did not qualify for the final 24. They're that good. And in the dance, well, that was so entertaining and outstanding as well. So today we look forward to the introduction of the pairs program, the short program, 20 teams from 19 nations. This facility has been absolutely a warm welcome to the skaters as we take a look at the starting order for the Junior Pair Short program. I've read online a number of the skaters saying they felt so comfortable that the building was big and huge. And of course, in the world of ice hockey, it's not as big as a 19,000 seat arena, but it's intimate and it makes you feel comfortable, it makes you feel at home, it inspires you. And so far it's worked. We've seen incredible performances. Looking for more today and day number 3. And that is a look at the officials for this event. And once again, as always, we thank them for their time and their commitment. There are many years of training and examinations to become an international official for the sport of figure skating. We thank them for all their time. Lily and Pepe, as we take a look at some of the audience members here to cheer maybe their sons and daughters on, or their friends. As we take a look at the first group about to take to the ice. Boy, a lot of red. Hungary, Spain, Switzerland, pardon me, all in red, and the Great Britain team finally in blue.
És a tisztelt hölgyek, urak, fogadják nagy szeretettel a főviszonyban jegyén a egyes számú bemelegítő csoport tagjai Magyarország képviseletében.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the skaters. The first group of skaters may not be realized for the 6 minutes warm-up. Representing Hungary, Lily Wilberforce and Moses.
Our first team, Lily Wilberforce and Moses Joseph Beret. And from Spain, Megan Yuden and Patrizio Romano Rossi Lopez. And from Switzerland, Oxana and Tom Bova. And from Great Britain, Zarah Wood and Alex Lapsky. There is a look at Lily Wilberforce and Moses Joseph Beret. Lily is 19. Moses just turned 21 on Monday. Happy birthday, Moses. This is a big week, and this team is very new, having competed only once internationally, coming 8th to the Bavarian Open. Lily Wilberforce was a pair skater in Canada a few years back. And this will be a new experience for sure for Lily and Moses, but great experience gained, particularly here at home. A great looking twist in the beginning of their warm-up. Thumbs up from Lily. Another former skater in Canada, Megan Yuden, a single skater out of Kelowna in British Columbia, paired up with Patrizio Romano, Rossi Lopez. So only one international competition, coming 7th at the Bavarian Open. Megan, as I mentioned, skated here in Canada. Did start pair skating a few years back. Now represents Spain. They warm up their double twist for the short program. There is the team from Switzerland. 20-year-old Oxana Voliamus and 23-year-old Tom Bovard. New team getting together just in 2024, so just this last season. We did not see them on the Junior Grand Prix. They did take a silver medal at the Bavarian Open, became the Swiss national senior champions, and placed 13th at the recent European Championship. So that is a great indication of the skill that they already have, as we saw a huge single twist as a warm-up. They're going to be exciting. And I've talked about the development of Swiss skaters throughout this competition. All you have to do is look at the results and watch them. And it's quite extraordinary in all the disciplines how well that country is developing. They were always good, but now they're becoming, to some degree, dominant. We'll keep an eye on that. And from Great Britain, 17-year-old Zarah Wood, 21-year-old Alex Lapsky. A 14th and 12th place finish in their two Junior Grand Prix events. They are the British Junior Champions. There you go, your first group in the pair short program.
Zarah and Alex are junior national champions, and they end up in 12th place at Junior Grand Prix in Ankara and 14th in Ostrava. They continue in Leicester in this season. Representing Great Britain, Zarah Wood and Alex Lapsky.
There is a look at the coaches for Lily Wilberforce and Moses Joseph Beret, Severin Kiefer and Allison Perkis. Allison coaching in Canada. The choreographer is Paul Bowl. And they split the season between Brantford, Canada, and Salzburg, Austria. There's a look at backstage. Group number 2 and 3 is starting to warm up. They all know when the camera's on and they have some fun, some dancing. No, you're in the pairs event. Bruno Marcotte, Jeffrey Langdon, 2 coaches from Canada, heavily involved in pair school there in Oakville, Ontario. And some Canadian fans. Looks like we're at a hockey game. Some Hungarian and Spanish fans as well. Great to see the support of these young athletes.
Akkor kezdjük a harmadik napot a VB-n. Fogadják nagy szeretettel Magyarország képviseletében.
First to speak, representing Hungary, Lily Wilberforce and Moses Joseph Berei.
Here we go, Lily Wilberforce, Moses Joseph Berei. (19 and 21 years old, brand new team, only one international competition. This is the second one. First team out at Junior Worlds. Skating to Every Little Thing She Does is Magic by Sting. Well, what a very nice debut for Lily Wilberforce and Moses Joseph Berei from Hungary. Just a brand new team. And you could see the elements. They were a little safer and easier elements to start their journey. They look very capable of more, but very smart by the coaching team and the skaters themselves to be safe, get comfortable, and then we'll move forward. Very good looking team on the ice. What a great start. And even though the elements were simple, they were well done. There are 7 elements in the short program. You'll see that twist where the man lifts the lady or twists her in the air. That usually is the first one, doesn't have to be. Side-by-side jumps. You'll see a group 4 hand-to-hand lift. How interesting was that entrance? That was fabulous. It looked like a dance lift to start with. You'll see a throw, side-by-side spin, steps, and a back outside death spiral. Here's the twist. Very nice. Just a level 1, so they get 1 out of the 4 features, but that's good to just start with the basics. There's this dance lift. That looks terrific. Watch him. He'll grab the hands. Oh, he missed that part. Grabs the hands and puts her up into the lift. There's the throw, double Salchow, triple coming along soon. Keeping everything nice and tidy. Here's the back outside death spiral. Her head has to be at least her knee level. And this is in at a base. Well, it's great to see Lily back into pairs, back on the ice. Great job.
Hallo Salzburg, hallo Wien, Budapest. Northgürdisch. Thank you, Debrecen.
Ali, everyone in France.
Good shit, guys. Thank you.
Taking a moment to thank all their supporters and their training locations and their living locations. 40.23 for Lily and Moses. And of course, they are the first team out in an event of 20.
Next to skate representing Spain,
Our next team represents Spain. Megan Yuden and Patrizio Romano Rosso Lopez. They're coached by Bruno Marcotte, Megan Duhamel. And again, another new team in their first Junior World. Skating to Fever and Burning Love by Elvis Presley. Well, what a nice job for their debut on the junior world stage for Reagan Yohnatan and Patrizio Romano Rossi Lopez.
Representing Spain, Reagan Yohnatan and Patrizio Romano Rossi Lopez.
And we saw some really good elements and difficult elements perform extremely well. They look very comfortable for a team with only one international competition, at least on this bio. And there is Bruno Marcotte, kind of running over. He is thrilled with that performance.
That fun? Super fun. Good. Awesome.
And Jeff Langdon with him as well. What a great job. Let's take a look at some of the elements in the program. Watch the twist here. There's the split. And good catch. This is in at a level 2. Double axles. That was nice. Plus GOE. There's the hand-to-hand lift. You can see the two hands together. And we'll change the position. Change the hold. A little bit rough on the turns. The balance of those turns need to smooth out a little bit. There's the throw triple sow cow. Good save by Megan. Nice and low in the knee. Back outside Desparo. And that's into level 2. Side by side. Change combination spin into level 4. So out of the 7 elements, 4 of them have a minus GUE. So losing a few points on 4 elements, gaining them on the other 3. So there are 2 scores, one for the base value of the technical element and then one for the quality. You can add to this base value or reduce the base value based on how well that execution was. So we take a look at the team in the kiss and cry. Reagan Yohnatan, Patrizio, the score, 46.23. Second team out, but that'll put them currently in the first place. 2 thumbs up for Patrizio. Good skate, good start. Yeah, Bruno's saying he's proud. Our next team represents Switzerland, Oxana and Tom Bovard. And they have a season's best 58.60 in the short program. And they'll skate here at Junior Worlds to the business of love. Well, a nod of approval by Oxana. Yeah, that was great. Man, that's a huge throw. Triple Salchow. She saved that element. That was massive. Good triple twist at the top of the program. All the skills. Double axles. This team, very, very impressive. You know, they have been at the Junior Worlds with different partners. So there is a lot of experience here, and of course they did skate in the Bavarian Open a little earlier this season. And a few other international competitions, but this team is very strong at this stage of their development. Great shot. Let's take a look. Here's the twist. There's a split. Great height. 3. Good catch. Missing 2 features, but get two out of the maximum of 4. There's the double axles. Nicely done. Throw triple Salchow. This is huge. Look at the distance. There. Oxana just grabs that ice with her landing foot, pushes the free leg back, makes the coaches happy. There's the group 4 lift. Dismount, that's in at a level 2, so missing 2 features there. Back outside death spiral, level 2. Just a baby in this business of love. But out of the 7 elements, 6 of them in the positive GOE. So they're adding points to the base score of each one of those elements through good quality. Nice job. Now they have a 58.60 season's best. We'll see how close they come to that here at Junior Worlds. I look pretty happy with that performance. Very strong. Junior Paris just about 3 years ago was relatively weaker. It's pretty strong to start. 54.82 here for Oxana and Tom, and that will put them currently in the first place. They look pretty happy with that score and that performance. Oxana is just sort of reviewing a few things in her head. She wasn't sure how good that was. Our final team in group number 1 from Great Britain, Zarah and Alex Lapsky. And they have a season's best 39.46 in their short program. And they'll skate to Sing, Sing, Sing by Benny Goodman. Well, I think those are tears of joy by Zarah. That was a solid skate for this team. And her mom right there, also some tears. She skated in the World Championships, I believe, in the 40s. In the age of 40. She was 40 years old, I think, at the time. So she's had an extraordinary career. Was a coach in Canada for a while before moving back home. Going back to skating herself, coaching, and here's her daughter at the Junior World Championship. Incredible. And just tears to see your daughter skate so well on the world stage. Incredible. There it is. Mom and daughter and partner. Oh, a tight-knit team, no question. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Double axles, a little different styles here. They get it done for sure. No problem there. Just a minus 0.14 Geo. Here's the twist split, triple twist. She touches his back on the way down, so that's just a level 1. There's the group 4, hand-to-hand lift on the way up. Change of position. She grabs the blade. This is in at a level 2, so just 2 out of the 4 features. But still well done. Happy mom. And the very difficult side-by-side change combination spins to get them in sync. Every team mostly has a challenge with that, but look at that. And that is something special shared by mother and daughter that will not be forgotten soon, and I'm sure many more competitions yet to come. Zoe still competing, but now as a coach. Let's take a look at the scores for Zoe Wood and Alex Lapsky. 43.23, that is their season's best, and that will put them currently into 3rd place. Great job. You can see the team leader just saying that was such a good program, and Alex saying, yeah, that was great. And it was. Well, we're going to take a break for the ice resurfacing before we start group number 2 in the Paris Short program. You're watching live coverage of day number 3 here in Debrecen, Hungary, of the 2025 ISU World Junior Figure Skating Championships. Much, much more to come today. Stay with us. We'll be back.
tudják, nagyon helyre a versenyzőkben keresztében, azt nagyon ügyesen táncolták. Gyere, segítek lemenni. Azaz, hiszen mindjárt kezdődik, folytatódik tovább a program. Remélem, hogy mindenki készen áll. Halljuk is meg egy jó hangot! Mindenki készen áll? Are you ready for the next group?
Welcome back, everyone, to Debrecen, Hungary, day number 3 of competition. Junior World Figure Skating Championships, group number 2. Pair short program as we see some young fans, some Canadian young fans in the stands, cheering their athletes on. And from Ukraine as well.
The next group of skaters will now take the ice for the 6 minutes warm-up.
Fogadjuk szeretettel Ukrajna képviseletében.
Representing Ukraine, Sofiia and Artem.
Well, representing Ukraine, Sofiia and Artem. From Slovakia, Laura Hekova and Alex Volki. And from the United States, Reagan and Jakub. And from Italy, Polina and Gabriel Rinaldi. The next 4 teams. Everybody skated really well, no matter what level of difficulty they have in their program at this stage of their development so far in the first group. No mistakes, clean performances for them, even though the elements may have been a little bit easier. There's a look at 20-year-old Sofiia and 23-year-old Artem Dorensky. They were 17th at the Senior Worlds in Montreal last year, 11th at Europeans for the past 2 seasons, and they competed in 1 Junior Grand Prix this season with a 2nd place in Gdansk. And of course, the rules allow skaters to compete in both junior and senior if their age is eligible. And it is a great opportunity for skaters to get more experience and in some cases to earn prize money, which will go back towards help to fund their skating. And you'll begin to see teams with a lot bigger, as we just saw there, throws and twists, more speed, maybe a little bit smoother turns on the lift, little details like that. They'll be doing somewhat the same elements, but at a higher standard as we move along the start list. There is a look at Laura Hekova and Alex Volki. She is 14, he is 15, so a very young team. They competed twice on the Junior Grand Prix circuit this year, placing 10th and 9th in their 2 events. They are the Slovakian Junior Champions. There is the team from the United States, Reagan and Jakub. Reagan is 17, Jakub 19. They had a 6th and 9th place finish in their 2 Junior Grand Prix this season. They are the American Junior Champions this season and look to make their mark here at World Juniors. I mentioned always the Junior Grand Prix Series. There are 7 events, but for pairs there are only 4 because there's not so many teams around the world. So these teams that compete on that series will compete or have an option to go to only 4 of the Junior Grand Prix events.
Representing the United States of America, and Jakub.
Fall there on the throw warm-up. Another team from Italy, 15-year-old Polina and 19-year-old Gabriel Rinaldi. They had a 5th and 8th place finish on the Junior Grand Prix this season. They are the Italian Junior silver medalists. We'll see another team in the final group of the parashort program from Italy.
Polina and Gabriel were second at the Italian Junior National Championships. They finished in 8th place at Junior Grand Prix in Ankara, and they won a match challenge in Graz. Representing Italy, Polina Pullman and Gabriel Renoli.
Once again, a look at the warm-up area backstage for the next group. Where a lot of friendships, even though they're competitors, a lot of friendships are started there, as the juniors are a very tight-knit group in the early stages of their development on the Junior Grand Prix and around the world, Junior Worlds as well. They compete against each other, but they also share an exciting time in their lives where they travel the world as elite athletes. Friendships that have no borders, and in some cases, in many cases, live forever. They live on as they grow older and keep their connection with these competitors from different countries, different parts of the world. Something very special. Our first team in group number 2. They represent Ukraine. 20-year-old Sofiia Holochenko and 23-year-old Artem Dorensky. They have a 56.73 personal best in the short program. They'll skate to hit the road jack.
Hit
Well, two very strong individual skaters, Sofiia and Artem from Ukraine.
Representing Ukraine, Sofiia.
Powerful skating skills, lots of speed across the ice, super group 4 left. Positive GOE of over 1. Same thing with the triple twist, it's just huge. And that gathers a lot of points in the quality, the GOE, added to the base value. So strong elements, interesting, just a double flip, not double axles. And triple Salchow, well, she did well to save that because it was massive, it was huge, probably maybe even a little bit too big, but if there's such a thing. There's the twist, good in the air, nice clean catch, level 2. Here's the double flip, very easy jump for this team. Keep it simple, keep it clean. You can see the tidy feet in the air, the legs extending at the same time. That is nice quality. There's the triple Salchow. Look how big it is. Watch her open up really early just to not over-rotate. Needs a little bit forward on the landing, but not a big deal. There's that spread eagle, difficult entry, hand-to-hand, reverse rotation. It's a feature, difficult. Change of position, change of hold. One arm, difficult dismount. Level 4 with a 1.09 added to the base value of that for the quality. So well done. Change combination spin at the end, level 4 for each of them in regards to the difficulty of the spin, and just a small additional 0.40 added to the base value for the quality. Overall, nice job. Their season's best 56.73. We'll see how close they come to that. Could be a season's best, maybe. We'll find out. And it is season's best at 57.40 as Sofiia and Artem take over the lead.
They have earned in the short program 57.4 total points, which is a new season best for them, and they are currently in first place.
Következik Szlovákia képviseletében.
Our next team represents Slovakia. 14-year-old Laura Hichkova and 15-year-old Alex Valky. Young team, bright future. They have a 45.23 season's best in the short program. Well, what a delightful short program for this team. Big smile on Alex's face. That was lovely. Laura Hechkova and Alex Volki from Slovakia. Some of the elements so well done. Some a little bit more simple, but a nice, tidy, short program. And that's what you want. You come in with a plan, and sometimes the plan is, well, let's do this element at a level 4, and let's do this element at a level 1, or whatever stage of development each technical element is at. And this team was well organized, great strategy, and extremely nicely delivered on the world stage. Andre Hotorek and Luka Demate, the coaching team. Let's take a look inside this element. Here is the double twist, level 3. So nice, good takeoff, split, and nice, tidy, clean catch. The man's hands was just beyond the hips. She cannot be touching him on the shoulders. Here's the double axels. Nice, gets that free lay back just in time, Alex. Difficult entry, reverse direction on the hand-to-hand, group 4 lift. She lets go, now it's hands on the hips. She grabs the blade, feature, just enough rink to finish that element. That's a level 4 with positive GOE, so they're adding to the base value for quality points. Great choice of music for this team. Keep it simple, keep it clean, keep it delightful, and they did. No matter where this performance puts the teams in the standings, this is the stage of development that they're at. They can't really do much better at this point. It's a nice job. 45.23 is their season's best. Their hope to beat that here at on the Junior World stage. Let's take a look at the scores. Well, there it is. A new season's best of 45.95. And that'll put them currently in 4th place. And they'll look at the 4th and go, oh, wow. But it's their score. A higher score than they've had this season. So they're currently in 4th place. But for the skills that they have at the moment, that was really well done. Our next team represents the United States of America. 17-year-old Regan Moss, 19-year-old Jakub Galbavi. And they have a 47.68 season's best, skating to You're the Reason.
Still breathe.
From the United States, Regan Moss and Jacob Gabavi.
Representing the United States of America, Reagan Moss and Jakub Gabriel.
And you can see they're pretty happy with that. Would like to have the landing on the throat, triple Salchow. And side-by-side spins a little bit far apart. Just some other little details here, but the lift was great. Back outside death spiral. That was nice at level 2. Let's take a look. Here's the twist. Good split. Catches nice, tidy, but she touches his back, and she has a bit of a problem on the landing of that. It's a minus 2.04 will be taken off the base value of that twist. There's the double axles. Great. Well done. A little far apart. They want to tighten that up a little bit. Back outside death spiral. Really nice position. Nice pivot as well. And at a level 2 for that. He spins a little bit further apart. Doesn't look so much from this angle. Just at level 1. So they only achieve one of the features on that change combo spin. Here's the hand-to-hand entry, level 4, lift 4, and then there's the dismount there. And that is in level 3, so missing one feature there as well. So just leaving a few points on the table with levels of difficulty a little less than what they perhaps have trained for. You can see their coach Trudy Ottmans. Feeling kind of the same about some of the small little mistakes. Now they have a 47.68 is their season's best. And let's take a look at their score. 45.52 for Reagan and Jakub. And that'll put them currently in the 5th place. Not their best skate. Good team. Just a few little problems here and there on this day. And there are the coaches of the next team. Representing Italy, Polina Pullman and Gabriel Rinaldi. They're coached by Luca De Mattei. We saw him just before they stepped on the ice. They have a season's best of 49.28. And they'll skate to Shine On You, Crazy Diamond, and I Got You by James Brown. Well, Polina reacted with the same energy James Brown did at the end of the program. And you can see her singing along with James Brown on that final piece, I Feel Good. And she certainly did at the end of this program. You know, for us analysts and people who know a lot about the sport, we're taking a look at the details and seeing the little mistakes here or there. But for these skaters, we don't know what their great program is for them at this stage of their development. And for this team, it must have been a great program for them. For whatever journey they've had up to this point, they're thrilled with this performance. And really, in the end, that's all that really matters. Let's take a look a little deeper inside the program. There's the triple twist, just a level 2. I don't think they got the split on that. Here's the double axles, timing a little off in the takeoff and on the landing, but both were done. Here's the throw. Triple salchow. That was probably their best element. That was beautiful, soft landing, great flow. Group 4, hand-to-hand lift. Good pickup. Change the position to hand-to-hip. And this is in at a level 4 with a minus GOE. So they're losing a few points on the quality of that lift. Here's the back outside desk bar. This is in at just a base level. So no points added for difficulty. The spins at the end of the program change combo spin level 4 for both, and a thrill for Polina.
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
And now, as she shapes a heart over her nose, now we will see the judgment of that program. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I know they want big numbers and they want to have the placement, but at the end of the day, they have the thrill of their skate as to their expectations. Their season's best is 49.28, and this is a 48.28. That'll put Polina and Gabriel currently in the 3rd place. Doesn't erase their feeling of how they skated. They just have to take a look at the report card to see, where do we improve this? There they go. They have qualified for the free program, and that's an accomplishment for them. And there's a look at the standings so far. Top 4 teams in the event so far have qualified for the free program. Now we get into group number 3, representing Japan, Shimizu and Luka Tsuyoshi Honda. Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lure from the United States, Martina Ariana Kent and Charlie Liberté Laurent from Canada, and Shuizhan Zhang and Yihan Wang from China. There is our first team, Sae Shimizu and Luka Tsuyoshi Honda from Japan. Sae is 19, Lucas is 22. Both are very accomplished single skaters who have come together, been very successful in pairs, earning a 4th and a 3rd in the Junior Grand Prix, was enough to earn a spot at the Junior Grand Prix final where they were 5th. Their technical ability and their solo jumps is extraordinary for juniors. There are 2 very strong single skaters coming together and now working on becoming very strong pair team. They're coached by Mia Hamada, Bruno Marcotte, Brian Shales, Kathy Reed, a team in Canada and a team in Japan, and do the work to put this pair team together. There is a look at 18-year-old Naomi Williams and 22-year-old Lachlan Lure from the United States. They were the World Junior Bronze medalists 1 year ago. They'd love to do that again or be on the podium. They competed on the Senior Grand Prix this season, taking 8th in the Finlandia Trophy, and they were 6th at the Senior U.S. Nationals. So lots of experience for Naomi and Lachlan, and they'd like to deliver that here on the Junior World stage and come back with the 2nd world medal. Coached by Drew Meekins, Natalia Mishkutunieva, Eddie Shipstad, Denny O'Shea. You see Drew Meekins at the boards talking to them. There's the Canadian team, Martina Ariano, Kent, and Charlie Laurent. She's 17, he is 19. They had most of the 2024 season off recovering from injury. Got in shape to compete at Nationals in Laval, Quebec, and placed 2nd there at the juniors. We're not 100%, but close, and now ready for the Junior World Championship. They had a very successful first year on the junior circuit. Some injury challenges on year number 2, but here they are. Triple twist there, nicely done. There is a look at the very, very good team from China, Jiaxuan and Yihang Wang. She's 17, he is 22. They dominated the junior circuit this season, winning both the Junior Grand Prix and the Junior Grand Prix final. They've not competed at the World Juniors, and there is Natokina and Barulova from Georgia, who are a seasoned senior couple, so they'll have a challenge from that team, no question. But the question is, can this team challenge for gold? We will find out after the short program, but they were so good on the Junior Grand Prix this year.
They are junior and senior national champions as well, representing China, Qianzhang and Yan.
Once again, a look backstage at the warm-up of the next group. It'll be a nice resurfacing after this group. So there's a fair amount of time for this group of skaters to do their own individual warm-up, perhaps some lift off ice, take their time, get themselves ready, just get comfortable in the building, calm in their head, and prepared for the moment. And there's a whole process. It's not just about the skate itself. From when they wake up in the morning, their routine to get to the rink. As we take a look at Bruno Marcotte, giving some instruction and encouragement. Bruno does such a great job at the right words at the right moment, so that the skaters feel the focus and the discipline, but they also feel the encouragement and the support no matter what happens. That human connection so important between coach and skater. Find balance between hard work, discipline, and caring. Here we go, our first team in this group, Sae Shimizu and Luka Tsuyoshi Honda from Japan. 50.20. So a really good score on the Junior Grand Prix. That was in the final in Grenoble in December. They earned that score. I'd love to have that score or more here at the Junior Worlds. And they will skate the short to Music Box and Swan Lake. Well, very, very nicely delivered by Sae and Luka in the short program here. One fall on the throw. And as we've watched this team throughout the year, we can always see clearly the strong individual skating skills. Pair skills were starting just under construction, and they're so much better now. The throw is still a little bit small. It's not a huge throw. It's not enough air time, at least on this one, to get around. So that's still pretty much under construction. Can certainly do it, no problem, but not of the consistency yet. But solid double axles, really good lift. Great turns on that lift, very smooth across the ice. Some of the best turns in the competition. There's Bruno.
So, I know you wanted that throw, but
yeah, he says, I know you wanted the throw, but you could see the cautious approach, just still not confident of that element here. Here's the twist, double twist, level 4. All 4 features were accomplished on this, adding to the base value. Good job. Here's the throw. Not a big throw, just a kind of a twisting action. So she didn't really get enough air to get all the way around on that. Double axles, no problem. You can see this individual skating skills maybe a little far apart, but so well done. Watch this. Group 4, hand-to-hand lift. Watch his turns, very smooth. There's no snow, there's no slowing down. He covers the whole end of the rink as she changes position. This is level 4 for all the most difficult element for them, getting level 4 on that lift with a plus GOE. And here's a look at some of the other aspects of the program. Dramatic, powerful. Even Bruno thought so. Yeah, great job. This is going to be a spectacular, if you draw to a construction, a spectacular building, but it's still under construction. It's still being built. So many wonderful qualities and skills already with this team, and some yet still to be developed, but it's well on its way. 49.33 for Sae and Luka. That'll put them currently in 3rd place. Watch out. Give this team time and watch out for them as they move into juniors, up into juniors, and into seniors. And say, she has a smile. Okay, she's okay.
Next to skate representing the United States of America.
Representing the United States, Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lure. World Junior bronze medalist 1 year ago. They want to have that again. And it starts right here. 54.43 is their season's best. And they'll skate to the music of Pink Martini. Naomi Williams and Lachlan Lure from the United States. What a great lift right at the end of the program. Difficult entry, knee slide, lifting Naomi up. Wonderful turns, great ice coverage. The only element that was cautious really was the throw triple sock out. Had to take the fall on that. Maybe not totally comfortable, but the rest of the elements, well done. Well, they look pretty happy with that performance. Of course, being world medalists last year and 7th at the Junior Worlds the year before that. And they want to stay up in that ranking, but the field is getting stronger. More teams, more experienced. Nice action and performance right off the top of the program. Here's the double axels, good speed. Great save by Naomi, get that free leg back in time. There's the throw, triple salgo, good height, looks great in the air. Just slow with the free leg, did not punch it back. That's too bad. Great mechanics, look good. Great performance by Naomi, that's awesome. Here's that lift, sliding, lifts up, locks the arms, great extensions and position by Naomi. Wonderful turns, nice and smooth, no snow, difficult dismount. And that is a level 3, so missing one feature. But a charming, delightful program, no question. One mistake. Drew Meekins and Natalia Mishkatuniak, the coaches. What a great picture. Out of the 7 elements, 4 were under review. They've now been cleared. And let's take a look at the score. They're 54.43 is their season's best, but this is going to fall a bit short. That fall will hurt that score. It's a 50.95, and that'll put Naomi and Lachlan currently into 3rd place. Here is the first of 3 Canadian teams in this event. Martina, Ariona, Kent, and Charlie La Liberté Lara. Coached by Marc-Andre Craig. 55.97 season best at the Grand Prix Final 2023. Skating to I'm Gonna Be 500 miles.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. When I'm dreaming,
Well, a big nod of approval by Martina Ariona Kent. Wow, that was an awesome program for this team who's struggled so much with some injuries and out of the circuit for a while, coming back late in this season. As we see the Canadian team cheering them on. What a great performance. We'll take a look at some of the elements, of course, but for them at this stage, with all they've gone through, this is brilliant. A few little things here and there, a little bit out of sync, but overall not bad at all. As they get greeted by Marc-Andre Craig as they come off the ice. That's super and probably a great relief for this team, having gone through so much to get here. There's the triple twist, level 1 only, so missing 3 of the features. She touches him on the way down. That wouldn't have counted. There's the group 4 lift, hand to hand, reverse rotation, change of position. Look at his turns. Great ice coverage across the ice. That's a level 3, just missing 1 feature on that, but a positive Dewey, adding points to the quality, for the quality. Step sequence, level 3, so that's a higher step sequence than we've seen so far. And the back outside death spiral in at 2, level 2. But every element has a positive GOE, so every element gained more points and added that to the base. Well done. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Yeah, he says it's okay. For this stage, for all they've gone through, this was great. Well, they have a 55.97 season's best, but that was back in the 23-24 season. We'll see what this program brings them. A 55.81 with a nod of approval by both, and that'll put Martina and Charlie currently in a 2nd place. They should be very happy with both the performance and the score. But more to come. The free program. Great job. Our final team in this group number 3, representing China, Jiaxuan Zhang and Yihang Wang. 62.94, big score, personal best this season. And they'll skate to Dive by Ed Sheeran.
Maybe I came on too slow. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe I played my cards wrong. Oh, still. Maybe I apologize for it. I could fall or I could fly here in your airplane. And I could live, I could die. Don't
Well, what a nice job by Jiaxuan and Yihang from China. He stepped out of the double axles. That will be small reduction in the quality score. But a nice triple twist, level 3. Every other element in the plus GOEs, so they'll do well. Not their best performance of the year, but pretty strong. And we'll see where that stands up in the field. This is the end of the season. Everyone's in better shape. Everyone is performing at a higher level. So the competition begins to tighten up. Let's take a look at some of the elements for this team. They were so successful throughout the Junior Grand Prix Series. Here's the twist. Look at the height of that. Awesome. Nice, tidy, clean cut catch. Just one feature missing, so level 3 on that. There's the double axles. Watch him. Just does not stop the rotation with his upper body quick enough and carries it and has to step forward right there. And that'll be a reduction in the cost. It's 1.32 minus on that one element. Back outside Desparo here, level 2, so missing 2 features, but good quality. And here's the throw. This is massive. Watch her, a little stiff on the landing. He just launches her across the ice. It's huge. And that free foot probably touched the ice. Massive throw though. 2-4 lift, difficult entry. Really good ice coverage, nice and smooth. Change of position, change of hold. Level 4, all 4 features with a 1.31 added for good quality. Nice. It's a very, very strong team, and they came on the scene with a bang earlier this year. That young woman is very determined, very focused, and 57.38. That'll put them currently into 2nd place, which they're not used to this season, but it's only by 2 100s, so no fear. Yeah. You can see Jiaxuan just going, Gonna have to fix that in the free program. We'll see. There's a look at the standings so far. Such an interesting competition when all the best come together at the height of the season. What will transpire? Well, we're seeing some movement in all of the categories and events so far. Well, that concludes group number 3. We'll take a short break during the ice resurfacing. You're joining us on day number 3 of the ISU Junior World Championships. I'm Ted Barton. We'll be back with the final 2 groups. Stay with us.
My father is African American. My mother is Japanese. As I was growing up, I learned to treat people with sincerity. And that's why I treat my players not only as athletes, but as fellow human beings. The way to unlock a person's potential is with people.
És közben már letálltak a Family Ride-ról azok a szerencsések, akik felülhettek erre a légfelújtógépre, erre a golvára. Na, egyszer te voltál a győztes, lehetett meg az első víz, honnan a tudás itt a kocsajról.
Welcome back, everyone, to day number 3 of the ISU Junior World Championships. Very short program. Group number 4 about to take to the ice. Boy, the skating quality and depth in all categories, so far at least, has been the highest that I've seen over the many years that I've covered junior skating. As we get a little wave from Luka Barilova from Georgia. The expected champions, perhaps, we'll see, but certainly the most seasoned team, Meltakina and Barilova. So take a look at the others in this group, 4 teams in each one of the groups today. Crazy Canuck fans waving the flag. We have both figure skating and hockey, and what a big hockey game it was last week for Canada to beat the United States. With so much going on around the world, it was a great victory, a great moment for the 40 million that live in this country. Here we go. Group number 4. We start with the team representing the Czech Republic, Debora and Cohen and Luka Vochka. And from Canada, Jazmine and Kieran Thrasher. And from Georgia, last year's World Junior Champions, Anastasiia and Luka Barilova. And from France, Louise and Matthis Pellegrini. Here is Debora and Cohen and Luka Vochka. Debora is 17 and Luka is 21. They have been teamed up since mid-2023, so not such a long partnership. They were 8th at last year's Junior World Championships and had a 9th and 6th place finish on their 2 Junior Grand Prix assignments this past season. And they're coached by Peter Bedard and Andre Hotoret. And from Canada, 18-year-old Jazmine DeRoche, 20-year-old Kieran Thrasher, a team that has been together for 2 years, and in both those years they have qualified for the Junior Grand Prix final, had good success taking 4 medals on the Junior Grand Prix circuit. This is their first World Junior Championship together. Coached by Bruno Marcotte and choreographed by Julie Marcotte. He was a very high-level hockey player. Jazmine was not such a competitive skater. She was a figure skater, but she's rapidly improved and increased and now finds herself on the international stage, and it's a great story and a great young team. There is the current World Junior Champions. They were 3rd in 4 continents. Anastasiia and Luka Barilova. This is the team that you have to think has the best chance to take gold from this competition. They're so seasoned. They compete in both senior worlds and junior worlds, senior competitions and junior. So they have lots of opportunity. Their elements are spectacular. They have been, over the past year or so, prone to some mistakes, but really dialing it in now, getting more consistent. And look at that beautiful triple twist. Just gaining confidence as they gain experience. Looking for their second straight junior world title. There's the team representing France, Louise and Matthis, 20 years old, and Matthis Pellegrini is 21. Two good finishes on the Junior Grand Prix, fourth and fifth. They are France's senior bronze medalists.
Louise and Matthis was fourth place in Junior Grand Prix in Ankara and fifth in Riga. They won the Budapest Trophy and also won in Dortmund. Representing France, Louise and Matthis Pellegrini.
What you'll notice in this group is good speed, good flow across the ice throughout the program. But I have to say that the depth of pair skating in juniors has vastly improved over the past 2 years. It was about 2 or 3 years ago that the teams, there were 1 or 2 good teams at the top, but the rest were not struggling, I want to say struggling, they were developing. They were young teams developing, and now we're starting to see that all come together. So the depth of the talent is deeper, more teams, and a higher standard at the top level, top 5 teams. And a number of them really could cross over into senior quite nicely.
Thank you.
And now the intensity rises both on the ice and beside the boards. For the coaches, it's all the work. It's out of their control now. Their work has been done. Now it is that of their athletes. First team representing the Czech Republic, Debora and Lukas. And they have a 45.16 season's best. I'd really like to up that score here on the junior world stage. And they'll skate to work and Still Don't Know My Name and Mount Everest by Labyrinth. Well, Debora and Luka from Czech Republic look pretty happy with that performance. Their throw was just a double Sakal throw, but that was planned, so they're not at the triple throw stage yet. Some good power and speed throughout the program. Triple twist, that's their top element. The element they do first, of course, and that was just a level 1. Let's take a look at some of the elements in the short program. Here's the twist. There's a split. They probably get that. Not the catch. She touches him a lot on the way down. No difficult steps and position in the air. Let's take a look here at the throw. Double Sacco, no problem. He removes himself and passes her through. Good height. Good mechanics on the throw. Just on the double at the moment. There's the group 4 lift, hand to hand. He's in the spread eagle. That's a difficult feature. Difficult entry. Nice. This is coming in at level 3, so missing one of the features. And out of the 7 elements, 5 in fact are in the minus GOEs, so they get the base value for each one of these technical elements, and 5 of them have reductions in their score, so they're losing points on the quality. Those are the small details that will be polished up as they move forward, continue to improve, get stronger. The pairs discipline is so physical. There's so much to do, very little time to actually perform because the elements take so long to develop across the ice. 45.19, it is a season's best for them. That'll put them currently into 11th place. You can see they would certainly like more, and it's a good moment. It doesn't feel good, but it's a good moment because they see where they stand on the junior world level and the work that they have to do to move up the ranks. Our next team represents Canada. Jazmine DeRoche, Kieran Thrasher. They're coached by Bruno Marcotte, and they have a 59.41 season's best score, and if they can score that here, that would put them in first. They'll skate to the soundtrack Emily by Jan Tiersen. Well, a few step outs in the program, but they held it together. That back outside despot at the end of the program, it's a level 4, or at least going to be looked at, but currently in at level 4, which is really difficult to do. That was an outstanding element to finish the program with. Jazmine gets a double axel done, but just has to step out. And on the throw, the same thing. Everything looks like it's getting a little bit better, but it still has these little problems here and there. It's a work in progress. They carry their speed across the ice beautifully. They're a wonderful looking team on the ice. The lifts are amazing. The twist is spectacular. It's been now downgraded from a 3 to a 2. Let's take a look at the twist. There's the split. Look at the height. It's amazing. And maybe a touch on the exit. And you can see Jazmine just has to step out. She puts her foot down right there and then has to step out of those double axles. Here's the group 4 lift. Difficult entry. She lifts the leg up over that handhold. Look at the speed that Kieran covers the ice with. No snow, just flowing right across the ice. But missing one feature on that. So level 3, but with a plus GOE. There's the throw, triple sacco. Look good in the air, a little bit too far around, over-rotated a bit. And just steps out, but avoids the fall. Step sequence in at level 2. Now, out of the 7 elements, 2 are in the minus for GOE, so they've gained 1, 2, 3 points for, they've added 3 points for quality on certain elements, but they've also lost 2 points on some mistakes on those elements for the quality, for the GOE score. So it kind of nodded off at 0. No gain on those GOEs, or very little. So they have a 59 season's best, so they're not going to beat that score right now. It is a 55.05. With those small mistakes, they may have reached that personal best or season's best score, and that'll put them currently into 4th place. There is a look at the standings so far. Very close between the 2 Canadian teams and the Swiss team. Well, here are last year's World Junior Champions. They've also competed in seniors, top 10 in the world and seniors event. Anastasiia and Luka from Georgia. They have a season's best of 72.26. That's a good 20 points above most of these teams here, at least at this stage. They'll skate to short to wide. Anastasiia and Luka from Georgia, and you could see clearly the difference in the elements in this team and the other teams that have gone before. What is different about this team now amongst themselves is their performance level. They were always good with the technical elements, always seniorish in that way. But whether you like or don't like the program concept, the performance of that is at a much higher level. They're more comfortable, they're more confident in everything in their program, and you will see, or they will probably see, their PC scores go up. They are right now in the low to mid 8s for their 3 program component scores, and that is good for them. Technical elements at a high level, all positive GOEs, so they're adding a lot of points for the quality of their elements. Let's take a look. Here's the triple twist. It's a level 3, not the split, I'm sure. Good catch, good takeoff. 3 of the 4 features achieved, plus 187 for the GOE on that element. There's the group 4 lift. Look at the speed that Luka carries across the ice. So easy, so smooth. Lots of ice coverage on that. But that was just a level 3, so they're missing a feature on that element as well. But the comfort and the confidence, they're committed to that performance, that's for sure. Back outside desk spiral, different position. And that's in at a level 3 as well. So they have room to improve. If they want to be at the top in senior worlds, they'll need to move those 3s to a 4. But from a performance perspective, that was awesome. That was the best. So some work to do in the few weeks that remain before the senior championships in Boston in the United States. They want to challenge for a senior podium as well as regain their junior title, 69.18 for Anastasiia and Luka. That'll put them currently in the first place. A good 12 points. Take a look at that report card and see where they have lost some of their points that they figured they would get. Let's take a look. Next team from France, Louise, Edoardo, and Matthis Pellegrini. Their score, best score, 50.42 in the short program, earning that in Riga, week 1 of the Junior Grand Prix, skating to rise like a phoenix.
Que tu alcance 10, que esté
Well, certainly some disappointment with those two falls for Louise and Matthis.
Representing France, Louise and Matthis.
And that would have been and will be, or would have been a big difference in the score had those two elements been successful. But I have to mention the lift was spectacular in my mind, but I find it funny. It's just a 0.85 for GOE quality. Level 4, they got all the levels of difficulty on that lift. We'll hopefully take a look at that, but what incredible quality, speed across the ice, just beautiful. Obviously something I'm missing. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Now this twist comes in at a level 2, so there's the steps coming in. Here is the split. We'll see whether they got that. Touch down on the exit, so I can see a level 2. Double axles, and Louise doesn't get all the way around. 2 feet land at the same time. She gets stuck, has to take the fall. Here's the group 4 lift. Great ascent, good ice coverage, change of position, great speed across the ice. Wow. Nice and easy dismount. Level 4 difficulty, plus 0.87 on the GOE. There's the back outside desk barrel. That's in at level 4. So that was good. 7 elements, 4 had minus GOEs, 3 had plus. And in order for those GOE scores to help you, you need to have the majority of them in the pluses and in the higher pluses than the ones that you have in the minuses. So each element base value, you add to it or you subtract from it, depending on the quality of the execution. Well, they're 50 or 50.42. They will not reach that. It's a 47.34 for Louise and Matthis, so that'll put them currently in 10th place. Well, there are the standings after 4 groups. Group number 5 about to take to the ice. You can see Anastasiia and Luka, a good lead over Sofiia and Artem.
The next group of skaters will now take the ice for 6 minutes warm-up.
Our final group of skaters representing Italy, Irina and Edoardo. And from France, Romane and Luka. And from the United States, Olivia and Luke. And from Canada, Ava and Yohnatan and Lazarov.
Representing Canada, Ava and Yohnatan and Lazarov.
There is a look at Irina and Edoardo from Italy. They finished just off the World Junior podium last year in 4th place, and they would like to take one more, if not more, steps up onto the podium this season. They competed twice on the Junior Grand Prix, finishing 10th and 5th. Of course, that was a number of months ago. The Junior Grand Prix goes from 3rd week of August to the middle of October, so lots has happened. A lot of training and experience been gained since then.
And they were 4th place last year in the junior programs. They are junior national champions from Italy, Irina and Edoardo.
Well, there is 14-year-old Romane and 19-year-old Luka. This season they were 4th and 2nd on the Junior Grand Prix circuit. Pretty good results. and earned them a spot at the Junior Grand Prix final in Grenoble, France in early December, where they placed 4th. So they've had a good season so far. I'd like to finish that off with a world medal, or certainly a top 5 finish.
Romane and Lucas ended up at the 2nd place in the Junior Grand Prix in Ostrava and 4th in the Grand Prix final in Hanover. They won Challenge Cup in Peru, representing France, and Lucas Toulon.
Well, there's a look at Olivia Flores and Luke Wang, 17 to 20 years old. They were 2nd last year at these Junior World Championships, 2nd to Anastasiia and Luka Barulova. They won bronze and silver in the Junior Grand Prix this season, silver at the Junior Grand Prix final in Grenoble. It's been very successful 2 years for these skaters in the junior ranks, and they'd like to keep it going right here at the 2025 World Junior Championships. It is the pairs short program. It's so important. You can't win the event with this, but you certainly can put yourself out of contention. And that's what makes this event a little nerve-wracking. Final team in this event from Canada, the 3rd team from Canada, 16-year-old Ava Kemp and 21-year-old Yohnatan Elazarov. They have been injured for most of this season, just coming back in time to compete at the Bavarian Open, where they won, and then to the Canadian Nationals, where they took their 2nd consecutive national junior title, and they were 6th last year at the World Juniors, looking to move up into the top 5.
Ava and Yohnatan won Junior Grand Prix dance in 2023 and were in the 2nd place Grand Prix final in the same year. And this year they won Bavarian Open in Oberstdorf, and they was twice 6th place in Junior Worlds and twice Junior National Champions, representing Canada, Ava Kemp and Yohnatan Elazarov.
Well, high-performance sport, if you're an athlete, injuries are part of your journey. There's no question. All the athletes have injuries from time to time, and they'll physically recover. The question is, how do they spend their time? And it's such a disruption to your pattern of life, where you go to the rink and train all the time. And when you have an injury and have to stay off the ice, it's extremely frustrating. And your psychological strength goes up and down with waiting and training off ice to get better. And when they get back into their routine, they're feeling better, but it's a period of time before you get in top shape. So injuries play a huge role in an athlete's journey. And sometimes the injuries happen at not a bad time during the season, maybe in the early spring, but when they happen in the season, it's a challenge. But for those who could finish the season at a world championship, either senior or junior, and they've made it back. As we take a look at the Italian fans. And then there's Canada.
Next to skate representing Italy, Irina and Edoardo.
Irina Napolitano and Edoardo from Italy, first team out in the final group. They have only a 42.44 season's best. Their personal best is 49.76. They'd like to get a little closer to that here at Junior Worlds. Well, you can just see by the expression, the disappointment and the frustration in the arena. It's a potentially very powerful program, but like any program, it needs to be clean to have the highest effect. And it looked like she had that throw triple Salchow. She landed it and then just slipped off the edge. And you could see her so frustrated right at that moment. Had to focus or refocus to get back into the program. Yeah, I can see just the frustration coming off the ice. Wow. Nice commitment to the passion at the top of the program. There's the twist, double only, but at a level 3. And there it is again. There's the group 4 lift, hand to hand, good pickup. Watch the skates. There's a little bit of snow here and there, slows down. There's the change of position, the hold for Irina. That is in a level 4, but no points added or subtracted, just a 0 on the GOE score. Throw triple Salchow, looks like she had it, and then swung the free leg around and pulled her off her landing edge. That was unfortunate. Great entrance into this side-by-side combination spin. Whoa, good save by Edoardo. This program has great potential if skated clean. It's passionate and it's powerful. Well, there they are. Let's take a look. They have a season's best 42.44. They should beat that. The personal best is 49.76. Not sure they'll reach that score now, but they should beat their season's best. So this was an improvement. And it is a season's best of 46.49. That will put them, though, into 11th place. They have qualified for the free program, so that's the good news. Our next team represents the United States of America. Last year's world... Nope, pardon me. Romane and Luka from France. They have a season best of 51.34. Boy, they'd love to have that score right now. Skating to Fever and Jailhouse Rock. Oh, that was a nice performance by 14-year-old Romane and Luka of France. And the most impressive element for me was that final element to change combination spin in synchronization. That is so difficult to do. They can have great spins, but not be synchronized. In this team, for the most part of that whole spin, they were in sync. Comes into level 3. Well, their season's best, 51.34. They may very well come close to that, if not beat that score. It was a solid performance, probably their best of the season, I think. And you can see their big smiles on their face. I think they feel so as well. Here's the twist, double twist only. Level 2 is 2 of the 4 features. And a plus GUE. There's the throw, triple sow cow. Great check out by Romane. That's 5.5 points for that one element. The step sequence, amazing, level 4. The highest level of difficulty in the steps. There's the group 4 lift hand to hand. And this is level 3, so missing just one feature on that element. Nevertheless, well done. And the plus GUE, so they're adding to their score. And there is part of their spin. And it was really well done. Out of the 7 elements, only 1 had a minus GOE, so 6 out of the 7 elements were piling up extra points to the base value of the elements. So that's why you saw them so happy coming off the ice. Not only did they do the elements, they did them extremely well. Well, that was the best performance in the short program of the year, at least on the juniors circuit that we've seen. It is a season's best at 53.17. They are thrilled, fist pumps. And that'll put them currently into 7th place. Awesome. And now we move on to the team from the United States of America, Olivia, Flores, and Luke Bang. She's 17, he is 20. Their season's best is 54.93. Personal best is 62.33, earning back last year at the Junior World Championships in the short program. They'll skate to Golden Slumbers and carry that weight by Jennifer Hudson. Well, other than that fall, that hard fall by Luke on the double axles, that was a lovely program. One of my favorite moments, didn't count for points, was the beautiful smile from Olivia just before she started. That feeling of exhilaration, of pride of being there, and anticipation for the moment. And they really had some wonderfully great quality on their elements until near the end. It started to fall apart a little bit. After the fall of the double axle, got a little bit far apart on the change combination spin. There's that smile and that look. Here's the twist. And that comes into level 2. So 2 out of the 4 features on the twist with a plus GOE of just 0.08, but at least it was a plus. Here's a group 4 lift, hand to hand. Nice position by Olivia. There's the change. She grabs the blade feature. And that's level 4, the plus GOE of 0.58. So adding some points to the elements. Here's the double axle outside the circle for Luke. Hard fall. It gets him late getting into that spin. You can see his blade was not all the way back. Goes off the back of the heel. Whoa. Yeah. Beautiful spirals. And where will this bring them? They have a 54.93, so as their season's best. World silver medalists last season. They need to be within reach of that podium. But so much can happen in the free program. Let's take a look. Short program score is a 51.02, and that'll put them in 8th place, but it's the point spread that's important. 51. That puts them 6 points away from the podium. And some pretty strong teams in front of them. So to repeat as world silver medalists probably will be a challenge. Our final team in the pair short program represent Canada. 16-year-old Ava Kemp, 21-year-old Yohnatan Elizarov. They're coached by Kevin Daw and Lee Barkel, choreographed by Jeff Buttle, Carol Lane, and Yuris Zguliev. 57.91 personal best. That was in the 23-24 season. They'll skate the short to succession. can see the disbelief that lift came down. They are such a good lifting team. And that was a huge surprise. The program up to that point was brilliant, was perhaps the best they've done for a long time. It was awesome until the lift. Change accomplishment after that, just to level 1, subsequence level 3, but they knew it. They had a good program going. That's a big, big mistake. We'll have to take a look if we see that in the replays. What happened? Focus there by Ava. Here's the chip twist in at level 1. So 1 out of the 4 features. And a plus GOE. The double axles. Nice. That was easy. Good timing on the takeoff and on the landing. Here's the throw, triple Salchow. Hand almost touches the ice. Back outside death spiral. Level 3. Here's the lift. Looks good at the start. Arms are locked. Change of position right there. That's where the timing of the release of the hands on the hold was different for Ava and Yohnatan, and that had to come down. He just didn't let go of the hands at the right time. Wow. Well, they have their personal best is 57.91. They'll fall way short of that. Their hopes, perhaps, of the medal dashed with that one element. But we will see. The free program yet to be skated. But they've been off for a lot of the season because of injury and coming back at the, not at the last moment, but not with a whole year of training and competing. 50.20, that is 10th in the short program. And that is a good 7 points away from the podium. But you never know. Have to be perfect in the free. Wow. Lots of developments in this event. There are the standings. Anastasiia and Luka in first, Sofiia and Artem in second, and Jiaxuan and Yihang in third place. Not a surprise there. 2 Canadian teams after that. A little bit of a surprise for Olivia and Luke from the United States. But much more to come in the free program. That completes our coverage of the pairs short program. Up next will be the men's free program. There'll be about an hour break or so, and then the men will take to the ice the final 24. They were incredible in the short program. It's going to be a hard-fought battle for gold, silver, and bronze. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage of the pairs short program. Stay with us. In an hour, we'll be back with the men's free.
Ne, még kicsit hangosabban. Jó, akkor megpróbáljuk még egyszer.